What it do, YouTube? Welcome into Madden 20, the Miami Dolphins connected franchise. This has been extremely recommended over the past several days. I was actually trying to wait until they put Sam McGuavin on the game because literally they still don't have him up there, and I feel like he'll be a pivotal part for this Miami Dolphins defense. But yeah, man, like I'm open to suggestions this go around because I know in the Madden 19 connected franchise, I got it really didn't go the way that I wanted it to go. So at this go around, I wanted to be a whole lot better. So clearly you would think that the Miami Dolphins, well, from the public eye, are the worst team in the NFL, possibly not going to be able to make any noise in the NFL this year. But I seem to think differently. But yeah, you look at the roster, man. Like the roster has a lot of room for improvement, and to be honest with you, I think it'll probably be the most fun team to play with in connected franchise. To be honest with you, in this go around, I was thinking I'm actually going to develop players this time. I'm not going to sit back and do any crazy trades or anything. I want to try to make this as realistic as possible. For this connected franchise. Now I do have a couple of players that I do want to make starters off break, but yeah, but for the most part, I'm going to try to make this as authentic as possible. But I'm just going to go over the roster real fast. Obviously, you know that Ryan Fitzpatrick, he was bought in free agency, and we ended up trading for Josh Rosen during the 2019 draft. Me personally, if y'all watch the channel enough, y'all probably already know that I want Josh Rosen to be the starter, so I'm gonna end up making him the starter, and we just gonna end up going with there. This time I'm actually gonna play preseason games because it gives you an excellent opportunity to actually develop your young players too as well. Running back, I know Kenyan Drake is sitting here with a 79 overall. But I really want to give. He has a star development ability. So I want to give Kalen Ballage an opportunity to get some carries too, because he's sitting at a 70 overall. By the end of the season, my goal is for him to be at least a 79, somewhere where Kalen Ballage is right now. At the receiver position, man, I don't like this display at all. Like, let me go ahead and show you the whole wide receiver roster because it's just very, very sophisticated how I want to break this down here. When you look at the receiver position, like you have Kenny Stills, Albert Wilson, Devontae Parker, Jakeem Grant, Bryce Butler. Whoa, where's my boy? Hold on one second. Forgetting the receiver. Allen Hurns ain't here. Where's Allen Hurns at? Okay, I guess that's how we doing it. No Allen Hurns. Wow. All right. Honestly, when I think about Allen Hurns, I really didn't even think he was gonna make the team anyway. But I was either gonna trade him or I was gonna cut him. One of the two. So really, that doesn't affect me really like that. But as far as this wide receiver depth of the Miami Dolphins, Kenny Stills, I love me. Like it's gonna be hard for me to make a decision for these receivers. Like I love me some Kenny Stills. Devontae Parker, as far as from a Madden perspective, I feel like he can ball. Albert Wilson, I like what he brings to the table with his versatility, being able to line up anywhere on the field. Jakeem Grant, I like him too. Like I said, it's gonna be hard. It's really gonna be hard for me to make a decision as far as what's going on with these receivers. Like it's gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be hard. But look at the offensive line. I love Laremy Tunsil. That's already a lock for the left tackle position. Michael Dieter, I'm gonna try to develop Michael Dieter into being, a Pro Bowl caliber guard. Kilgore, he could be replaced. Jesse Davis, you know how I feel about Jesse Davis. Honestly, I think he can be replaced too. And Jordan Mills, I'm going to replace him. I want to give Isaiah Prince as many opportunities as I possibly can for him to be the starter. Now, at the tight end position with Dwayne Allen and Mike Gesicki, I want Mike Gesicki to be the starter. Dwayne Allen may end up staying. I haven't exactly decided yet what I wanted to do with Dwayne Allen as far as him being the starter for the Miami Dolphins, because I like Mike Gesicki. He has so much potential, man. He has so much potential. Like has a normal development rate, but like he has so much potential. 6'6", 245. Like it's Mike Gesicki, man. Like if we can get him involved in this offense, he could be a dangerous weapon. But going over to the defensive side of the ball, one thing that I do want to emphasize on as far as this Miami Dolphins defense, I know it says 3-4 on here, but in this playbook, we're going to be running multiple schemes, and I already see a problem already. They did not switch Bobby McCain to free safety. Saying he's making plays in training camp. Let's switch him to free safety. There we go. Switched him to free safety. Along with that, TJ McDonald too. He's a strong safety. Let's not forget that now. There we go. Move TJ to strong safety while I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about it. But yeah, when I'm looking at this, it's a 3. It's going to be running both. It's 3-4 and a 4-3. So with that being said, 9 times out of 10, like we have a lot of defensive tackles. Devon Godchild, Christian Wilkins, we got in the 2019 draft from Clemson. Akeem Spence, he can ball a little bit. Vincent Taylor, I like him as far as being able to stop the run. In a 3-4, obviously I'm going to have Christian Wilkins, Vincent Taylor, and Devon Godchild and Akeem Spence all in this rotation in the 3-4. As far as like the pass rush, I want Charles Harris. But now that I'm thinking about it, there's a particular player that I was actually seriously taking a serious look at during the training camp, and then it hit me like this could be a possibility if we actually made this trade for Vic Beasley. I feel like he'd be an excellent fit for the Miami Dolphins. Let's go ahead and make the trade for him. For the cornerback. There we go. Corner, I'll give you Torrey McTyer. And then I'll probably give you a 3rd round pick with Torrey McTyer. We take a 3rd for Torrey McTyer. 3rd for Torrey McTyer. Oh, they're not interested in Torrey McTyer. So basically, if we could just add that 4th. All right, so we got 2 4ths. So I'm going to add this 4th. And then boom. Trade has been accepted. We end up getting Vic Beasley for Torrey McTyer, the 2020 3rd round pick and a 2020 4th round pick. I feel like this is an absolute must move for us to actually do, because I don't want to put all this pressure on Charles Harris. Even though Charles Harris, he's due for a big season for 2019. Hey, you can never have too many pass rushers, like I always say. So you have Vic Beasley and you have Charles Harris, both 2 young, promising pass rushers that you can play with. Now, once you get to the second level at linebacker, what I was thinking, Kiko Alonso. He's been playing out of scheme, I felt, since he left Buffalo. If we move him back to middle linebacker, accepted, we're done. Yeah, if we move him back to middle linebacker, in that 3-4 defense, I think that he would thrive. Now, looking at Jerome Baker, if he was to, let's say, Jerome Baker, I feel like he can stop the run. He's good at coverage. Pass rusher, let me look at his pass rushing moves real fast before I even say anything about that. Right, really doesn't have great pass rusher moves, so most definitely, we're going to end up just having them in pass coverage situations. I know it may sound confusing right now because we're doing a lot of tampering with it right now, but once I'm gonna get it right, I'm gonna get it right for you. It's gonna be got right. But they had the right outside linebacker position. I might end up rotating Vic Beasley and Charles Harris in on that 3-4. For that, but you don't already know. In the nickel, in the 4-3, I'm gonna end up having Kiko on the outside, Raekwon in the middle, and Jerome on the other outside linebacker position. But moving on, we sit back. We have Xavien Howard has a superstar ability. I'm extremely disappointed in his superstar ability because really it doesn't do us no justice. Like, it's just, let me read this. superstar ability while I'm actually looking at it right now. Defenders with this ability have a high chance to catch uncontested interceptions. And so they have unlimited stamina on a return after an interception. Okay, like really, how useful is that? And he has a lock superstar ability, which is the acrobat. It unlocks at a 90 overall. So we could possibly make him a 90 overall before the end of the season. We can unlock this acrobat superstar ability. But here's where things get interesting at this cornerback position, because I want Cordae Tankersley to be the starter. I love Cordae Tankersley out of Clemson. This boy balls. With that 77 press, if we can just make that man coverage a little bit better, has a 92 speed, long, lengthy corner, like he could be a starter. And then you have Eric Rowe, who we end up getting from the New England Patriots. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think I'm gonna end up playing any games, depending on how long this video actually goes. But what y'all think? Cordae Tankersley or Eric Rowe should be the starter, because they're really close. Cordae Tankersley sitting there with a 69 overall, and you have Eric Rowe sitting here with a 72. So they're not really that far off as far as playing as that starting corner. But going to the free safety position, you already know Minkah Fitzpatrick, I felt like, had an excellent rookie year, considered for rookies for probably most Miami Dolphins I've ever seen. But yeah, I have Bobby McCain sitting here at the second string. What I plan on doing with these two is that on the regular base 4-3-3-4 package, I'm gonna have Minkah Fitzpatrick play safety, and then in the nickel, I'm gonna have him come down and play nickel and the nickel and the dime, and then of course Bobby McCain is gonna play safety. But at the strong safety position, we have Reshad Jones. I don't like that overall at all. I feel like he's extremely underrated. Hopefully, we can develop him into something back into the 90s, hopefully. One thing that I do want to point out right now is I'm not sure how the development goes as far as age. So after the 2018 season in Madden 19, regardless of what his overall was, Reshad Jones' overall would end up dropping. It would end up dropping to like an 81, and I'm curious. Like, he's 31 right now, so like, what his overall drop to like we gotta see. We really have to see what goes on with Reshad Jones in this connected franchise. See if his development is going to drop due to age. But with TJ McDonald sitting right here with a 73 overall, he's not good in coverage at all. Like, I literally just want him to do one simple thing, and that is just sit back and thump people in the running game or people coming across the middle. He's got a 91. Really has a 91 hit power. Where's that at? Hit power. Yeah, it has a 91 hit power. So I just want to put him in positions to make plays, and that's in the box, possibly in the nickel linebacker position, where he can make plays. But I'm gonna show you this in a second. Show you this to you in a second. Change the depth chart. Yeah, I'm gonna get to it in a second. I'm gonna show you exactly what I was thinking here. Obviously, I want Kalen Ballage, receiver. I'm sorry, we're gonna put Devontae Parker at the number 2 spot. And then I like Mike Gesicki as a starter, like I said. I crap Michael Dieter, of course. It's going to be starting left guard. Kilgore, center. Right guard, Jesse Davis. For now, if we can't do anything else with him, I want Isaiah Prince to be the starter. I think he can develop pretty well. And then you have Vic Beasley at the left end position. I might move him to right. I'm going to move Vic Beasley to right end. But I want Charles Harris to be my starting left end, and then Vic Beasley going to be my starting right. DTs, you have to have Christian Wilkinson on the field, most definitely, for him to be able to develop into a superstar talent, which I think he is. Nate Orchard, he'll be rotated in there somehow. Kiko, like I said. And then again, like I said, in the comment section, let me know. Let me know, man. Like, Eric Rowe or Tankersley. I like Tankersley, though. I really do. Free safety, Minkah, Bobby McCain sitting back there. Moving to kick returner, Jakeem Grant. All right, right there, good. Jakeem Grant at the punt return position. Power back, Kalen Ballage. Slot receiver, Albert Wilson. That's right. Oh, nah. See, there we go right there. Right defensive end, Charles Harris. And left defensive end, Charles Harris. And right defensive end is going to be Vic Beasley. And D tackles, I need Christian Wilkins. Got to start, man. Got to take advantage of the opportunities. I don't even think Christian Wilkins ever going to come off the field as far as defense. And, of course, the sub linebacker position, I have TJ McDonald coming down and playing as that box safety. And then at the nickel position, we have Minkah Fitzpatrick. So we good to go as far as the depth chart for the Miami Dolphins. Now, here's where the sub formations come in. I'm just gonna show you one apiece. Really, not really going to. I just want to give you a good idea what I'm trying to do as far as the defense, because it's like we have a lot of players on this team. We have a lot of players. So, okay, so I put Vincent Taylor in the middle, Godchild's on the left. Excuse me. Then you have Christian Wilkins. I'm gonna put on the left. On the right, on the right. And then as far as pass rush, put him right there. And then I'm gonna put Jerome Baker right there. And that 3-4 odd. It's a nice little setup as for the 3-4. Now, when I go to the 4-3, what we're gonna end up doing is obviously that's what we're gonna do. Vic Beasley at the left end, Godchild at the defensive tackle, Christian Wilkins at the defensive tackle, Charles Harris, defensive end, Orchard, take him out, Kiko's in there, and of course Jerome Baker right there on the left side. Everything else stays the same. Big nickel. I love this big nickel. Big nickel. What I'm going to do is Vincent Taylor there. Christian Wilkins, where are you at? I'm going to have him be the end. Where's Christian Wilkins? Where's Christian? Oh, there he is at the top. I just had him. Where's he at? Okay, I guess they won't let me have him over there. I'm going to seriously play with this because I don't like that. But put John for Ledbetter over there. And then, like I said, the big nickel. The big nickel, I like it a lot. What in the world? Put Bobby McCain right there. There we go. So yeah, Bobby McCain at free safety. Minkah Fitzpatrick at the strong. And then you have... There we go. TJ McDonald at linebacker. Reshad Jones is sitting there in the box. Both our best hard-hitting safeties are in the box playing at the big nickel. And then, of course, in the dime, same thing. That's one down defensive lineman. So Christian Wilkins, we're going to end up having Vic Beasley there. Leave it as is. Christian Wilkins right there. Leave it as is. Charles Harris there. Same thing, basically. Same thing. So there you go. That's it right there. That's basically how we're gonna end up running this hybrid defense, where we have a lot of players to utilize in different sets. Something about almost like the blueprint of the Miami Dolphins. But let's go ahead and check out this preseason message here. Taylor Bennett. Okay, Coach Flores, I'm Taylor Bennett. I've been assigned to cover you and the Miami Dolphins this season. I just wanted to introduce myself. I hope your team stays healthy this preseason. I'll be checking in with you later. Good luck. And then, of course, we get like a game day goal. Finish your first preseason game. So I guess we get some XP if we finish that preseason game. And, okay, got a message from Fitzpatrick. Coach Flores, before we get too far into the preseason, I just wanted to offer my 2 cents. I think we should get our rookies as much playing time as possible this preseason, especially if they have hidden development traits. Okay, we'll ask about hidden development traits. Development traits? What? Development traits represent a player's potential. If you check out the roster menu and open our player cards, you'll see that everyone on our team is labeled as normal, star, superstar, or X factor. That's an indicator of our potential. But a particularly talented rookie will have a hidden development trait. We know they're going to be good. We won't know how good until they play a few hundred downs of football. So it's important to get this guy a lot of playing time, especially in the preseason. Okay, let's go ahead and continue this conversation because this is getting kind of juicy. Absolutely. What else does the development traits do? The better a player's development trait, the more he'll benefit from his time in training and playing in games. That means he's going to reach his potential a lot quicker than guys with lower development traits. And if a player has a superstar or X factor development trait, it means he brings a little something extra to the game. He can do things on the field that almost nobody else can do. Okay. See how you can improve those development traits. Definitely. If a guy plays at an elite level all year, there's a good chance his development trait will improve. And once in a while, after a player has a great game, he'll have an opportunity to improve his development trait mid-season. And if he succeeds, it can change the trajectory of his whole career. Development traits are that powerful. Okay, Ryan, I appreciate your insight. Thanks. All right, so basically we have got a lot of information off of Ryan Fitzpatrick here. So with our young players in this preseason, I think with Kalen Ballage, Christian Wilkins, Charles Harris, since he's unproven, I think that we should get them as much playing time as possible in this preseason. Like, really motivates me to play some preseason games, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, as far as that goes, man, let me see if they switched up the training. By the way, okay, so basically it's the same little format they got going on here. But what I'm gonna do is, of course, I want to develop Christian Wilkins. That's number one. But I want to develop Kalen Ballage. I want to develop Josh Rosen. Josh Rosen most definitely has to be developed. He's sitting at a 70, has a star potential. Why waste any time? Let's get him involved, man. Let's get him involved. But I just go ahead and let Simmet, because regardless, you get the XP anyway. Okay, this thing is taking. There we go. So everybody got their little XP. That's good. Everybody's got their XP. So everybody got spotted a good 300 XP. But again, man, like I'm open to suggestions, man. You know what? We're gonna sit back and we're gonna wait till video 2. We're going to wait till video 2 to start the first preseason game. For those that came out and checked the video, I appreciate everybody that came through. For those that are brand new to the channel, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe button, because most definitely we're going to be getting this in quite often, because this is getting interesting here. But you know what it is. If you enjoyed the content, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. This is GreatOne DeVore. I'm up out of here.